Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to give you guys all what you wanted, what everyone's been asking for. I'm still not sure if this is legal or not, so I'm not going to go into much detail about it, but since everyone asks me non-stop, I figured just why not. And I just wanted to let you guys know I am still new to YouTube and especially new to doing story times. So I'm trying to learn how to do it slowly, but just be patient with me, please. Alright, let's get straight to the story. So if you don't know already what I'm talking about, I'm going to be doing a sketchy neighbor story time. I'm super nervous about this because I do not want them to see it. So I'm going to be as vague as possible with this. But you guys all wanted this, so I thought, why not? What do I have to lose? I'm just going to start at the beginning, when they moved in. I'd say a month and a half, maybe, that they've lived here. They moved in, me and my family have lived here my entire life, so it's been a while. So they move in, and my family's super friendly, so all of us were just like, oh cool, like new neighbors, like this is going to be so much fun. Hopefully they're cool, because all the people on our street, I'm sorry, but they're elderly. So our block has never been much fun to begin with, so we were hoping it'd be cool, fun, new people. And as you guys already know, if you don't watch me on TikTok, then I'm not going to ruin it for you right now. We were quick to find out that they were the exact opposite of that. So I'm outside working on the van, and I overhear the guy, this is my first encounter with him, I overhear the guy say, oh yeah, all the furniture in our house is stolen. Refrigerator, couch, TV, microwave, just stove, washer, dryer, just saying everything in my house is stolen, kind of like bragging about it, and I was just like, me being nosy, I was like, And so, see, this is a part where it gets kind of sketchy with I don't know what I can say, because I heard how he did it. Obviously, I can't say exactly how he did it because I don't know if I can get in trouble for saying stuff like that on YouTube. But basically, it was stolen. It was off a common website. If you guys can take a guess, it's pretty obvious which website someone could easily scam someone off of. The furniture was stolen. And I was kind of like, okay, like, maybe he's joking. Maybe he's just trying to be funny. And at this point, I didn't know them, so that was like a really good possibility that it was that. But then, as day by day went by, we all know what happened. So from there, it just started going downhill. At first, I want to say the second encounter is when he came over to the van while I was inside of it, like I am right now. They came over here, him and his wife. They go up to me, they saw me working on the van for a few days, saw all my tools and everything. They come over to me and they literally say to me, hey, do you want to help us dig a big hole? And I just kind of laughed. I was like, yeah, alright. And they're like, no, seriously, you want to help us dig this giant hole, please? Like, we've seen all your tools and everything. When they asked me the second time, I was like, I have no idea what to say. Like, are these people really asking me to help them dig a giant hole? And I was just like, oh no, I'm sorry, like, I have to finish this right now, maybe next time. But I was like, alright, that was kind of weird. But I just moved on because I'm like, I don't know these people, maybe they just needed help, but I don't want to dig a giant hole right now. And I want everyone to keep in mind the type of person I am. I hate confrontation, I don't want drama, I don't want anyone to dislike me. I'm very friendly. Like, me and my family have never done anything to these people. I want everyone to know we haven't even really had a conversation outside of this. So there's no reason they wouldn't like us to begin with. The whole situation is weird just based on that alone. So I'm trying to think of what the next significant thing is that happened with them. It really started going downhill when my dogs were walking out of the house, going on a normal walk, and they cut across the neighbor's grass. So they lit just a diagonal cut, would just cross the corner, like it's no big deal. And so the dogs did that, and the neighbor yelled over, keep your dogs off my grass. And we were just like, okay, like, sure, like our bad. And so we just kept walking. The next day, we woke up and the puppy Kaya had this dark chocolate bar wrapper. It was it was like 80% dark chocolate, so super, super high. So by the time we walked out, she was finishing it off. So this is when my brother and dad were on their road trip, so we called them up, we're like, hey, did either of you have this dark chocolate bar? Because we didn't know if it was a wrapper she grabbed out of the trash can, or if she had a little tiny piece of it, or what was happening. We didn't know if it was a full bar or what we needed to do. So we called them, and of course they're like, you know, neither of us even like chocolate. Of course it's not ours. And so my mom and I don't like dark chocolate either. We never go out and just buy chocolate bars. That's not something we do in general. And so we're like, where did this chocolate bar come from? And we took her to the vet, and the second they took her back into the room, they came back out, they're like, okay, good thing you guys brought her in. The second we brought her back, she started throwing up chocolate. So they had to keep her all day and giving her hydrogen peroxide, trying to make her throw it all up, and she had an IV, and it was just a big thing and cost so much money, and she obviously could have died if we didn't take her in. So it was just super scary. And then we just started to think, like, where did this chocolate bar come from? Like, we've never even seen this brand. It's like one of those fancy chocolate bars. So we had no idea where it came from. I was thinking maybe a kid was walking by and just threw it over the gate for some reason, but I'm like, that doesn't even make sense why someone would do that. And oh, and the vet said that it was a full chocolate bar. The amount that she threw up and stuff, it was a full chocolate bar. And then I saw some of you guys saying maybe it was the neighbor who threw it to the dog, and I didn't want to believe that, because that's something really harsh to accuse someone of, because obviously that can kill a dog. So I was like, I don't want to blame them for that. That's like such a bad thing to say about someone. But then the next day we had the dogs out again, and Kaya was walking by, the neighbor comes out of course, and he just makes this comment under his breath that goes, oh, Kaya, looks like you're moving slow today, and just laughed. So it's at that point where I'm like, I can't believe, but I think they did this. Just straight out, I think they did it. Why would he make that comment? No one told him that she had a chocolate bar. So at that point, I think that's all when we started to become worried. Then from that point, they progressively got more and more scary in the way that the little girl screams started happening. And this is where I can't go into much detail, because the rest of the stuff I've said so far, it's like, I don't know if they did it, it's not a fact, no police involved, nothing like that. But at this point, the little girl started screaming, and at first I didn't know if it was even coming from their house, because I'd never seen a kid, never heard a kid, nothing like that. The only thing I'd seen is a little toy car, you know, like the electric play cars that kids drive around. I saw one of those in their garage, but I'm like, maybe it's a niece, nephew, cousin, like whatever. So I had no reason to believe that it was a kid screaming from their house. So, like I said before, I can't go into much detail about this, but it happened for, you guys saw what, like 3 nights in a row? Then I think on the second night, another neighbor had called the cops, and the cop car went to the sketchy neighbor's house. So that's when we're like, oh, it is coming from their house. And that made it even more gut-wrenching, because we'd never seen a kid ever. So we're like, do they have them locked up there? Like, what is going on? That's even more terrifying. So the cops came, I was working on the van, and the neighbor came out with the cop. The cop didn't have him in handcuffs or anything. He went in for literally like 2 minutes and came back out without the guy and just basically just left. So when the cop, oh god, dirty mic, walked out. Okay guys, sorry if the quality or lighting or anything changed. My camera died and I don't have a spare battery, so sorry for that, but I need to finish off this story. So the next night, sure enough, the screams happen again, and we call them right back, and that is, I can't talk about that situation anymore. I don't know if it's legal, I don't know what's going on yet, so maybe in the future, but as of right now, I can't talk about that part. So those are like the significant things that are deeply disturbing, but besides that, they yell at me every day for working out there for some reason. It's like, they act like I'm working at 1 in the morning, but the latest I work is 8 p.m. with the saws and all that. I continue to work till like 10, but I never use any power tools past 8 o'clock. So there's nothing for them to talk about. And just overall, for people who are doing such sketchy things, you think they talk a little more quiet or shut their windows. They're the loudest people I've ever met. They leave all their windows open. They don't know that I can hear them, I guess. I'm not really sure, but all the stuff they talk about is like really scary. I don't know what else I can say. Like, I've put things on TikTok, but I like the really bad things. I don't really go over it. I just put it in there real quick. If you heard it, you heard it. If you didn't, I'm not gonna talk about it. The other thing they do, they always steal my wood. As you guys know, they always steal my building materials for some reason. I don't know. Like, I'll cut out a piece of wood, walk in the garage real quick to grab something, and I come back and all of a sudden it's just gone. It's misplaced. So that's super annoying. Then they also will go into my garage and take my saws and use them. It's just like never ending, honestly. You guys see it every single day. There's something new. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go over to my TikTok and you'll know exactly what I'm referring to. My TikTok's Mackie Albertson, by the way. But you guys see everything I deal with. You guys basically see it, except for some stuff when they're screaming and fighting at each other. I can't put that on the internet anywhere. Oh, and the other thing they always say to me, they're always like, we can build that way better than you can. And I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, then build one. I don't really care if you can build better than I can. I never said I'm a good builder. Oh, and then lately I'll go in the garage to finish stuff up, and my driveway's like completely dark, but I'll hear like a that's probably like doesn't mean anything to you guys, but I'm just trying to do like a replica of feet shuffling on the ground, because it literally sounds like they're like sneaking up my driveway, like shuffling around, and then they see I'm in there and then they like go back the other way. It's so weird. But oh, and one more thing I wanted to say just real quick. I don't care when they call me names. I don't care when they're mean to me. I honestly just laugh. I'm always the bigger person, because these people will be provoked. They are sketchy. They will do something. So I just gotta play it safe, and even to begin with, it doesn't bother me. Like I said, I just laugh and put it on the internet for you guys to laugh also. So just take that as a lesson. If someone's doing that to you, who cares? Who cares what they think? Yep, I wish I never would have moved in next door. I don't know what their deal is, why they hate me, why they hate my family and my dogs. Like, what did my dogs ever do to you? Seriously, she's a puppy. She never does anything either. She doesn't bark, dig under their fence, nothing. Like, she's the cutest dog ever. But so I don't know how someone could do that. How can someone take a chocolate bar and throw it to a dog? I just don't get it. But so that's basically all I can tell you guys right now. Like I said, I don't know if I legally can get in trouble if I go into more detail about that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's what I can tell you right now. If you want to hear for yourself what these neighbors say, go over to my TikTok. I put their sound bits in there every single day, because every day it's something else. So you can go check that out. Once again, my TikTok's Mackie Albertson. And if you are from TikTok, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me on there, and thank you for supporting me on here now. And also, I'm like really hoping that this whole TikTok thing is not gonna go through, because I've worked so hard and I honestly have the best followers. Like, you guys are all so nice and kind and constructive, and you guys are the best, honestly. So I really hope TikTok doesn't get shut down, but if it does, please subscribe to my channel if you want to continue watching me do the van build. If it does get shut down, fingers crossed it's not going to, but if it does, I'll be posting every single day on my YouTube channel of the van build. So I'll be supplementing YouTube for TikTok. Let's all hope that does not happen. There's so many people on that app who have worked so hard and given their entire lives to making content, making you guys happy. And also follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna start becoming more active on there, especially on my stories, even if TikTok stays up. So please go follow me on there as well. It's Mackie_Albertson, but I'll leave all the links down in the description for you guys to check out. And leave a comment if you want a part 2 to this, because I'm just going to say, these aren't the only crazy neighbors. These aren't the original crazy neighbors. The original crazy neighbors are right over there. So if you want to hear about them on here, leave a comment and drop a like, and I will take that as a you want a part 2. And I also have so many more ghost stories I can tell you. Let me know if you want any more of those videos. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.